Hey everyone, Jamie Phillips here, Action Auto Parts, and I think Henrietta, is that you back there, baby? Bless her heart, she's the only one here after Cluck Cluck disappeared, and then Cluck Norris was murdered because we found his feathers, and she was always really skittish. She wouldn't get up around you very close, but I think I just seen her run under the back of that truck, so she's probably wanting some corn, and I need to go down there and feed the baby. I'm gonna try to get some more for here, but man, it's been nasty. It's still drizzling just a little bit, but there she is. Hey baby, come on, we'll go get you some corn, okay? Come on, let's walk down here and get you some corn. Come on. I'll just have to walk back up the hill, but I got somebody maybe wanting to motor out of that Mustang. Ended up telling Peg and Felicia just to stay home today because it rained so much, and but the guy came and got the 460 and the transmission and all of that, so we got that loaded in the rain, but that's gone, and so that came in handy. But you can see the clouds are still dark. I don't think we're supposed to get a whole lot more rain, but at least for a day or two. Come on, baby. Come on, Henrietta. Let's go get you something to eat. Come on. But anyway, I finally drove up on top of the hill. I had, I don't know, I know I always say this, had questions to answer, which is a blessing because you can't sell parts if you don't have people asking you questions about it. So we might answer 20 or 30, and sometimes 5 or 6 may turn out to be something, but then, you know, sometimes it might be 10 or better. I don't know where she went. She's probably still following me. She knows where the corn's at. But there she comes. Come on, baby. I love animals. But wanting to really get all these Ford trucks and stuff moved back whenever the loggers can get all their stuff out. But here's where the 460 came from, out of. And so, man, motor, transmission, transfer case, and all of that. So Peggy and them just put that over front end. There's a few good parts, but for the most part, the fenders and stuff's all bad on it. But that old truck's parted out good. Still got the rear differential and stuff in it. But whenever they can get their stuff out and it gets dried up, I'm gonna start just right here and start putting all the Ford trucks and what have you up through there in a big line. And then of course try to get the bottom part fixed. Oh, she's done, you done over here. You're coming along pretty good, ain't you, baby? Oh, you done been scratching around. Look at there, y'all. We gotta get you some corn out here, don't we? Hang on. Yeah, you becoming my best friend, ain't you? Let me get you some corn out, honey. Here you go. Let's throw you out some corn. Watch out now. Daddy's gonna get you some more out here. We got a building we're gonna move, make y'all a hen house, so y'all have somewhere to stay, maybe a little safer. But how about that? She came up and got me. She seen me up there in the junkyard, which Cluck Norris was good about doing that. He would run you down, but like I said, she was always real skittish and wouldn't hardly let you get too close to her. But yesterday, me and Barney threw her out some corn, and we sitting right there on the step right there, and she was a pecking away. So she knows I ain't gonna hurt her. Don't you, Henrietta? Yeah. But anyway, it's been kind of boring today because there's just not a lot going on other than text or calls or messages about parts. I do have to take some pictures of the, if I don't fall, of the trim. It's in the extended cab part in this truck for a guy, so I'm gonna do that here just in a minute. Actually, we're just gonna kind of, I wasn't gonna worry about this today since it was so muddy down here, but she come running up telling me she was out of corn, so got to take care of her. And so I want to wrap this one up, I guess, instead of sitting here just keep rambling and take pictures of the trim that's in this truck. And I think I've answered about everybody else on top of the hill, and I may close up a little early. I need to run to town and do a couple things real quick before some of the businesses close. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. Oh, what else I was going to say is, you know, I'd gotten the Duramax off of Anthony Pittman, one I called Dirty Maxine, and it's a great truck. But man, it just will not go nowhere when it's like this. So it's basically just been sitting at the house. Once Peg got the front axle in Black Betty, the biggest problem I'm having with Black Betty right now, I know it needs some valve seals put in it or something, because it's starting to smoke a little more when you start it up. But it runs great, and probably one of the best pulling four-wheel drives that I've ever had. So the way me and Anthony had traded was, I was just trading him scrap, and we had agreed on a price for the truck, and so he had hauled off a few cars. Well, scrap has dropped horrendously, and so I was going to have to give up a lot more cars, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. And so I said, you know, I'm not even driving the truck. I started it up the other night and took Crystal ride in it out the road and back, just so it could be moved. And I wanted to keep it because it's just the security of having an extra vehicle there in case Black Betty laid down for a little bit or whatever. But then I started paying insurance on it, and like I said, I wasn't driving it. So he's got, it's I think a 95 Ford dually pickup truck that I've been wanting for a pretty good while. It's going to part out great. It's got a lot of good stuff on it. So I'm getting it. And then he had a 97, I think he said a F350, and it's a diesel truck. So we ended up doing some trading on that kind of stuff, and I think that's going to get us kind of close to the monies that we was at. And so I said, just come get the Duramax back, and yet, well, you can sell it and get your money, because he had bought it at auction, and of course, you know, we was going to just trade out a bunch of stuff on it, but the weather wasn't very cooperative, and then now the prices has dropped, and he's like, man, I don't want to, you know, it's just going to hurt both of us. I said, well, let's just do something different. So I hopefully, as soon as he can get those two trucks out and over here, I'll have some good fresh Ford inventory to put out there to part out. So the trucks parts out good regardless of what they are. But man, I'll tell you what, the Fords here lately, it just seemed like everybody has been hitting me up on them. And I know somebody's going to say, oh yeah, you know, they're in the junkyard. I love them all. If they all make me money, I love them all. Per example, that Dodge, it's made me money. This 74 Ford, or the lack thereof, it's made me money. This old Chevy dually. So, I mean, they're all good in the long run. But, you know, I need to try to get more fresh inventory in. So I looked at that as an opportunity to do such. And then me and Anthony trade on something else, and, you know, whatever. So I want to wrap this one up so I can take pictures of what's trims that's in the back of this. And I'm glad Henrietta come and got me, because I hadn't gotten back here yet today to check on her. Yeah, you know I'm talking about you. But I think she'd been staying up in that box truck some, either there or over to the neighbor's shed, which they said they didn't care. But I hate for her being out here by herself. But I tell you, man, I miss old Cluck Norris, that son of a buck. He was so funny. But something got him right in here, because there was a bunch of the feathers right there. I keep my gun with me, but, you know, I just hadn't seen whatever it was that got him. Got him quick, I guess. But, oh, well, his memories will live on through videos on YouTube. That is for sure. Y'all have a great day. Please give me a thumbs up. Please leave a comment, if you will. And I'd like to ask you to subscribe. And I'm going to do my best, as always, to catch you in the next one.